Another player that Sixers are interested in that has recently come out, Jimmy Butler reuniting with the Philadelphia 76ers. I have some different thoughts about this. I'm not as on board as everybody else, but like I'm on board. Like I am on board, but I'm not just like I'm not fully in. I do have my issues about Jimmy Butler and what he'll be able to bring to the Sixers, which are some positive, some negative. Jimmy Butler, immediately what I think about if Jimmy Butler does come back, he's a dog. He is a person that the Sixers need. They need a leader, a leader. They need somebody to yell at them. They need somebody who's going to take over when needed and tell everybody to pick their heads up. I do think that some players on the Sixers are just too nice, and you kind of need that mean streak of a player, which is Jimmy Butler. He's the type of player where that Josh Hart rebound, fake rebound and stuff was happening. Jimmy Butler is the type of guy to be like, all right, enough. Like, I'm done with it. I'm not letting it happen no more. If I got to guard him and I got to box him out for the entire game, I'm going to be able to do that. But I'm not going to let him could just keep giving the Knicks energy with this stupid fluke offensive rebound stuff because he can't do anything else. And he even said it in the video when the guy asked him in the offseason of like, what about Josh Hart? And Jimmy Butler like, bro, Josh Hart? Like, yo, be serious. Like, it's just, you need that type of player that where he's going to call out. If a player sucks, he's going to say, I'm not giving y'all no extra, no respect. Like, this Josh Hart, he sucks. He's not compare him to me, bro. Get out my face. So the Sixers need that type of player. They need a dog in Jimmy Butler. And that is what he would bring. He'll bring a tenacity to the Sixers that they absolutely need. The Sixers need an identity. They need a culture. And I do think Jimmy Butler will provide that. Now, my concerns with Jimmy Butler, again, he'll be 35. I think this summer, I don't know his birthday, but he will be 35. They will have to extend him. And they would also have to trade for him because he is not out of his contract. So now they would have to give up assets in order to acquire Jimmy Butler and give up some of those first and also sign him to an extension. So that is where my issue comes in. And I don't think he fits as well as Paul George fits with the Sixers because I do think there's some spacing concerns there. He doesn't really shoot a lot of threes, and we've already seen Jimmy Butler and what he looks like. I mean, he's a better player than he was now. I mean, he's a better player now than he was back in 2019 when he was with the Sixers. I believe that was 2019. But he's a better player now than when he was with the Sixers back then. But spacing wise, I don't think it particularly works. I don't think he's a better shot creator than Paul George. He is like a Swiss Army knife. Like, he does do a lot. I do think that he does cut well. He does play defense. He provides a different angle, I guess, on offense and defense. I don't know. I'm not big on like acquiring Jimmy. Like, I'm cool with it. Like, if they do sign him back, I just think you then have to surround the entire team needs to be athletic shooters. Then, if that is what you're going to do, if you're going to go out and get Jimmy Butler, he is a scoring threat. My other problem with Jimmy is like he doesn't play seriously in the regular season. I think that would be an issue. He's also injury prone. Even Pat Riley said it. Like, if you're not, he said it about Jimmy Butler, which is insane. But he said, like, if you're not on the court, you just need to shut up. And that's basically what he said about Jimmy. So I do think Jimmy's out of there. But my other concerns with Jimmy, like I said, not great shot creation. I do think Paul George is a better shot creator than him. Doesn't try in the offseason. He is injury prone as well. But if they do add him, I don't want to make this like I'm completely out on Jimmy. Like, I would be fine with him because he is a good shot creator. He can get his own shot. It showed even with in that Sixers game in the play-in. I think he had 18 at halftime or something like that before he got hurt. So, like, the Sixers need somebody like that. They need somebody where they can take the ball out of Tyrese Maxey's hands, and the defense has to be worried about someone else being able to put pressure on the rim and collapse the defense. So I do think Jimmy Butler would be good there. He does shy. We did see him in 2019 shy away from the moment, but I guess like I said, he's a better player now. He is playoff Jimmy, and you need a wing that performs in the playoffs like a Jimmy Butler, who I guess the playoffs are his moments, right? So adding a player like that, along with Tyrese Maxey, like I said, who can go off for 40, Joel, who can go off for 40, Jimmy Butler can randomly give you 40. Like, I do think adding a player like Jimmy Butler would help. I'm on board with that, just not as on board as Paul George.